New information this morning as we continue following the sale of Memorial Park Cemetery, a historic African-American site.
The city lost control of the property to a developer known to flip properties. And Deanne, the city just met with that developer. You have the exclusive details here on what happened with that.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. In that meeting, we now know the two sides. They couldn't agree on what this land is actually valued at. I sat down exclusively with the city official doing the negotiating with the new owner, who says he came to the table asking for a lot of money.
A very direct meeting.
Nicole Travis is the Administrator of Development and Economic Opportunity for the City of Tampa. She's currently negotiating with Alex Ortega, the property developer who now owns Memorial Park Cemetery, all in an effort to buy the property from him. Travis met with Ortega face-to-face for the first time Friday.
What was the property owner looking for?
I'm going to keep that between the property owner and I.
Although numbers weren't disclosed, Travis says they are not seeing eye to eye on the value of the property.
His request was far apart from what he bought the property for and what the city was prepared and willing to invest.
So they agreed to get an appraisal.
In your opinion, does it come off as though he's honestly just looking to kind of get a buck off of this?
Oh, absolutely. From his own admission, he is trying to make a profit.
Hi Alex, it's Deanne King with WFLA News Channel 8.
I reached out to Ortega for the third time and he declined to do an interview again. He told me his plans are to sell the cemetery to the city, but does not want to make an official statement. Hallie Reed with the Cemetery Society has conducted research on Memorial Park for nearly 2 years. Her fear is the historic site will be erased and built over under new ownership.
Zion wasn't erased overnight. It happened over a period of about a decade, and I'm just really afraid that the same could happen here at Memorial.
Travis reassured me this will never happen.
He legally cannot develop on the property. There will be no buildings on the property, no matter what. No matter who the owner is, the cemetery will be maintained and taken care of. The city will ensure that.
I'm told the appraisal process will take at least a month, and I even asked Travis what would the city do if the appraisal comes back with a number, say, closer to Ortega's offer, maybe even over his offer. She says she doesn't know what the city would do because they have to be responsible for, people's funds, and they also don't just have a whole bunch of money to spend on it. So we'll of course continue to keep you updated.
So what more have you learned about why the city lost this property in the first place?
Well, during the sit down, they lost it during an auction. Nobody from the city was actually actively participating in the auction. However, sitting down with Nicole Travis there from the city, she says he brought in an offer, $18,000. She said the city wouldn't have even offered that anyway. So we may have been in this predicament regardless of if someone from the city was involved or not.
Just to hear from the people that you've spoken with whose loved ones are resting there, it's just so sad to hear that this may happen to that. So I know you'll keep us updated on what happens next.
Yeah, we'll
Thanks,
see what
Jen.
happens in a month.
All right, well, for the